I'm in New York City, baby. That was really cringy. Don't know why I started like that, but if you hadn't already been aware, I am in New York City, following England for talkSPORT. I am absolutely chuffed. I've literally just got here. Well, by the time I'm recording, I'll be in bed. But I wanted to do a little video for you guys because I'm now in New York City. A lot has happened in regard to Tottenham news while I was travelling on the train from Boston to New York. It took absolutely ages. But there was lots of Tottenham news going on, so I thought I'd react to it. I've got my England shirt on. I'm getting ready for the game on Saturday. I'm in New York. If any of you watching this are England fans or fans of any other nation, but you're Tottenham fans as well, come up to me and say hello, because the view from my hotel is absolutely amazing. That's not an invite to come up to my hotel. That's just if you're in New York or around Times Square and you see me, do not afraid to come and say hello, get involved with some content as well. If you want to see all my movements while I'm in America for talkSPORT, you can follow my socials. And before we go any further, if you are new to the Sandro talkSPORT YouTube channel, just discover me right here, right now. Get down below, leave your likes, subscribe. Hit the notification bell on the road to 20,000 subs by the end of the year. Use your hype points as well to hype the video and get in the comments and talk about all this breaking news. So the big one I want to talk about is some updates from Alistair Gold about the Lewis family, about cash injections and how big this could be in Tottenham's pursuit of certain players, because obviously there's been some developments in regard to some transfers. So Alistair Gold tweeted that he understands the Lewis family have injected another £100 million into Spurs, with more to come after October's similar injection of capital. And then it goes on to say as well, Lyle Thomas from Sky Sports says, as per the below from May, the Lewis family have now followed through on the expected £100 million capital injection into Tottenham, mainly to help facilitate the large debt that still exists. More capital injection expected to come in time too. So it's a bit about, obviously not all this money will go towards transfers. That's not how football clubs work and operate, and obviously Spurs' lack of European football this summer. So it means that Spurs, excuse me, are going to have to balance the books and do a few things in a different way. But it does mean that Tottenham, I was reading reports that they are keen to, spend more money. They can really afford to spend a lot of money this summer, 300 million if they really wanted to. You can see they're trying to change the wage structures as well, which is really, really interesting. So I just think this is quite good in regard to what we wanted from Spurs, in the sense of there was all those statements a little while ago from the Lewis family, from Peter Charrington, from Vinay Venkatesan, saying we need to make actions, and they're acting, which is quite good. And similarly, there were some other reports, I think this was in the Alistair Gold article, yes it was, that said improvements underway at Tottenham Hotspur's Tottenham Hotspur Way training complex to ensure it hands Roberto De Zerbi and his players more of a competitive advantage. There's been a feeling among the coaching staff in recent years that with its luxury hotel on site and its design, it is an environment more geared towards comfort than performance, with some of the facilities such as the first team gym not up to the standards of big European clubs. They're giving De Zerbi the keys. They're really going in, wanting to get his transfer targets, wanting to back him. And I've been over to the Hotspur Way, and I have to agree, it's plush, it's nice, but it isn't, if you go to other training grounds up and down England, even across Europe, it's just very, very different. But going back to the overarching thing then, they are acting this summer, or they want to act, obviously proof will be in the pudding. I'm going to talk about the two big transfer rumours also with Tottenham as this video goes on. But it does make you think that if we can get all the players that we want to get over the line, and we try and have a good summer as always, that I was reading reports from Ben Jacobs saying Tottenham, they've invested 200 million, but it's about the certain recruitment, it's about statement signings, it's about changing the trajectory of the club. And I've even said stuffs about, obviously following the big news of Elliot Anderson going from Nottingham Forest to Manchester City, this might also spur on, pardon the pun, Nottingham Forest's pursuit of Lucas Bergvall. So it seems like Tottenham are trying to change their sort of the way they run. Basically, they run the football club, because it has to happen. It's been an absolute long time coming. It's been an absolute joke, which, you've all seen my frustrations over the last couple of years. So I want to get on to the transfer talk then. So first of all, I want to talk about the latest on Sandro Tonali. Obviously, he is reportedly very keen to work under Roberto De Zerbi. He's been sold on the Tottenham project. There is reports of a wage that would be in the avenue of £275 £100,000. Speaking of that, Elliot Anderson transfer, obviously that's put a cat amongst the pigeons when it comes to the price of midfielders. What was it, 116 million without bonuses, I think rising to 130 is the reports I've seen, which is astronomical. Obviously English tax as well on this. He's at a World Cup, for God's sakes. But when it comes to Sandro Tonali, Tottenham put in the same bid again, which is very weird. I think it was around the 75 million to 80 million mark for Tonali. Didn't improve on that at all. They just went to Newcastle. Have you mulled over this? No, we haven't changed our opinion. So I think for Tonali, you'd have to make a statement offer 90 to 100 million for him, which I don't think's that, I think, like Arsenal with Declan Rice, it was a statement. I'm not comparing the two players whatsoever, but I just think it has to be done. Tottenham have to sign Sandro Tonali to really make a statement and really show that they've got some intent. I just think it would be a no-brainer. I really like the player. I think he's going to be really controlling. It'd be interesting to see with Newcastle because obviously already sold Anthony Gordon. There's rumours of Bruno Guimaraes being linked with Arsenal and then Sandro Tonali being linked with us. Elliot Anderson now going to City. Will City now go in for Tonali as well? So we will have to see how the cookie crumbles. You have to let me know all your thoughts about that in the comments down below. And then there's the Mateus Fernandes rumours. Apparently Tottenham not cooling down their interest in him. Talk of a bid between 70 to 80 million for the midfielder. I mean, if we could get both, it'd be unbelievable. I think that would be an absolutely phenomenal midfield. One of the better ones in the Premier League, looking up the table, especially for a team that hasn't got any European football. And after the signings we've made already, it would be really unbelievable. It would be, wow, that would be a class midfield. Obviously, the only thing is Fernandes has been relegated twice, so make of that what you will. But I just want Tottenham to act like a big club. I just want us to, we've made some savvy signings, but we need to make some statement signings now and really, try and punch above our weight because we've got a manager now who is just so class. He's just got all the potential to really, go on and do big things at this football club. Obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day. It won't get there overnight, but I just think that we had to give the manager the keys. I think he's got a good defensive style of football, a good attacking style. It's very Tottenham. Daniel Levy wouldn't have given De Zerbi the keys. He wouldn't. He just didn't operate like that. Whereas I think now, the owners know they have to change. We will see, as I keep saying, what will happen as the season goes on. Now the fixtures are out, etc. But yeah, I'm confident that Spurs can, if they try and maybe get a striker or a winger, someone like that, and then they've got to shift a lot of the outgoings as well. That's my next thing. I think there's a lot of players who futures are still up in the air. We've not heard the last of the Luka Vuskovic rumours. I've mentioned Lucas Bergvall earlier on as well. There's rumours about Djed Spence apparently being linked with a move away. But yeah, it was just really interesting because the news about Tonali came from Craig Hope, obviously Daily Mail, Newcastle correspondent, that at tweet read that Newcastle were above second approach. Not even a bid, can you call it? Second approach for Sandro Tonali. Spurs did not improve on an initial offer, but asked Newcastle to reconsider. They're not going to. Maybe Newcastle could and may still have to sell some of their top talent this summer, but we will see. We will see how this all plays out. It's going to be a long summer for Spurs, I imagine. All these deals are going to keep going on. I think we've had a good early start. I mentioned it on most of the videos about. Robertson has looked a bit suspect at the World Cup, hasn't he? I will say that. But Senesi, Jean-Paul Van Heck has looked very good actually. So we will see, won't we, Sunday Talk Spurs fans? But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of everything I've spoken about today. If you have enjoyed it, leave your like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, heart the video as well. And until next time, guys, hope you're having a good World Cup. Hope to see a few of you out in America. I've actually been recognised quite a lot from talkSPORT and my Spurs content as well. Guy from Bermuda recognised me. That was quite surreal that I'm getting that far a reach. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Until next time, guys, up the Spurs. Bye.